Hello. Blind Pew here. Just a short extra transmission, as promised last time, to cover the second part of my investigation of the abandoned settlements deep in the Formidine Rift, en route to the Zero Omega ship, found deeper within the Formidine Rift. See, I could be bothered, after all. If you did not catch the first part, you can do so by clicking on the link on screen now.
Hi, it's Jed Munoz here, firstly the galaxy's most famous explorer, and secondly the temporary communications officer on this ship. Not my choice, but as the court ruled I had to be here I am. Pew, you got all jealous last time I came onto the bridge, so I'm speaking over the intercom now. These discoveries of yours are pretty poor. I mean, come on, a few dirty shacks in the middle of nowhere, hardly the great discovery, nothing like my discoveries of the Hooley twins, the—
Cut the intercom off, Ben. My chief of engineering.
Done.
He is getting increasingly annoying. I don't know if I can tolerate him much longer, court ruling or not.
Well, there is the small matter of the 500 million credits resting on it.
True. So, we are at the beta site currently, but we will try and find the gamma site next. Off we go. Blind Pew to Star Chaser. I think that I can see something ahead.
We're going to lose contact with the fighter if you keep going, Commander.
Oswaldo, I know you are the work experience boy and all, but do not stress so much. The limit is 30 kilometers. We have a few left. Bring the Star Chaser into position above the base here and I'll dock. Then bring us into land on the outskirts.
Righto, Pew. And we're down.
Excellent, Oswaldo. You are doing very well. Keep it up, and we may offer you a permanent position here on the Star Chaser. Okay, I'll head to the surface in the SRV and check things out. I'm in the SRV and descending to the surface now. Heading into the settlement now. Looks deserted again. Ben and Jed prepare to receive the communication stands.
Formidine Rift Gamma Mission Expedition Log. Looks like I drew a short straw somewhere along the line. These long-range missions pay well, but it's a year out in the void. A year. We're out far beyond the frontier. The boys call this place the Formidine Rift. Apparently that means terror in some old Earth language. Nice. Just looks like more space to me. Finally arrived in place after 5 months of hyperspace travel. Now we have 2 months of laying a bunch of beacons before another 5 months travel back home. At least I'll have enough credits to retire by then. Supposedly there are a bunch of other ships out here doing the same job as us, but no comms allowed. All a bit strange. It's vast and lonely out here. Pretty much the whole galaxy is behind us. It's getting to some of the crew. We picked up some kind of bizarre signal yesterday. Whatever it was wasn't human. At least, that's the scuttlebutt going around the decks. Everyone is looking out of the canopies now. We are seeing some strange lights during hyperspace transits. Terror? Yeah, we got some of that. More strange lights. We've got equipment malfunctions, scanners dropping in and out, systems restarting. Ship is limping on. Everyone wants to turn about, but if we don't complete the mission we don't get paid. No one wants to give up those credits either. You expect to turn around and see. We're done and we're heading home. We picked up some heat signature in the last system. Definitely something there, and it wasn't any profile I had seen before. Something was watching us. There's something evil out here, and it doesn't like company.
Phew, unnerving, don't you think? At least there is no suggestion those chaps perished, though again we hear of lights following and tracking them. These expeditions were supposed to be highly secret from what I can make out, and yet many of the communications logs, both here and in fact in the conflux, mention a feeling someone was tracking them. Perhaps it was the unknown aliens. However, I suppose it could have been the shadowy organization that arranged these expeditions itself. Waiting for the mission to be completed, and then to ensure there was no one left to tell anyone about it. What do you think, Ben?
Very disturbing.
Jed?
Who cares? The whole thing sounds like an amateur exploration attempt, nothing like my famous exploits, like the time I
cut the intercom off, Ben. Okay, off to the final site now, the Delta site. Ben, something's not right here. This is only a 1.3G planet, but depending on the angle of the ship it occasionally keeps plummeting towards the surface.
Flight assist isn't off, is it?
No, it's clearly off.
Something's not right. Pew, we are coming in too fast. Pull up.
Pulling up, the controls are not responding as normal. I'll try an emergency boost. Oh.
Down to 49% Pew. Systems seem okay. I think that last minute boost may have saved our lives.
This is terrible. 10,000 light years from home and down to 49% hull.
Jednon Yo's over intercom here. What in Hades was that? Call yourself an explorer, Pew. That impact jostled me just as I was writing my next famous exploration book. You really are just a jumped up cargo pilot, aren't you? Incidentally, my book will catalog how I, Jednon Yos, was the first discoverer of.
Cut the intercom off, Ben.
Commander.
Okay, I feel more comfortable continuing the search in the fighter. Pew to Star Chaser, I found the Delta site. It's located just over the mountain ahead of you. Bring the Star Chaser to my location. Right, I'm headed down in the SRB. I told you there was something up with the gravity on this planet. Just look at it. The rocks are hovering above the planet's surface. And look at the landing gear on the Star Chaser. Let's take a look at the settlement itself. Yes, as I suspected, it too is hovering. Okay, we've switched off and restarted our systems. And all now seems okay. Let's start scanning any communications logs that have been left. Ben and Jed prepare to receive.
Formidine Reef Delta Mission Expedition Log. I should have paid a bit more attention to the mission description. I just saw the credit count and signed up there and then. More money than I've ever earned and all in one go, just for taking a year out. What's a poor girl got to do? A bit of jaunt into the void, how bad could it be? Didn't read a bit about several thousand light years. I've been past Leasty before. Get rich scheme, let's go. It's pretty out there. We've seen a gorgeous double nebula called Heart and Soul. You should see it. Lots of bright blue stars nearby. Wish we could divert to have a closer look, but our mission is beyond apparently. Really brings back how big the galaxy is. Make you feel real small and insignificant. My job is the EVA. Taking out one of our two sidewinders and dropping beacons out in the void and then making sure they are activated. Not sure what these things are for. Who needs a beacon this far out anyway? Weird. They all have this code in their BIOS Exodus. Still, at least I now have something to do. The journey was so dull. Months of travel to get here. Something weird happened today. Unloaded another beacon and set it up, then everything went offline, and I mean everything. Life support too. No comms, nothing. Stayed that way for about 2 minutes. Then everything was back to normal. Affected our support ship too. No idea what caused it. Going to need new underwear when I get back. Rumors are there is something odd about this area of space. Oh my god, someone help me. Where are they? Please, this can't be happening. I've had time to accept it now. I went out as normal with one of the beacons, set it up. Had that weird power loss again. I waited and it all came back online like before. Signaled my support ship, no response. Flew back and it was gone, just debris. No survivors. Don't know what happened. It's just me and this crappy sidewinder a zillion miles from home. Should have known it wasn't going to work out. If it's too good to be true. There's an Earth-like world here, going to try and reach it, you never know.
Well, that was disturbing. Hope she made it. You know, the impression I get from many of these logs is that those leaving the messages were not hardened explorers. It feels like the shadowy organization that arranged these expeditions purposefully hired inexperienced people to do the work so that they could easily pull the wool over their eyes. And whilst we are left wondering if these crews were destroyed by aliens, I'm more and more getting the feeling that they may have been destroyed by the shadowy organization itself to keep the secret, so their escape route, their exodus, their dynasty plan, remained secret. This leads to uneasy questions. 1. Who or what is the shadowy organization? I've speculated on that before. 2. What is coming? What is it that they know about that has got them so scared, so very scared, that they have done all this? Well, no more time for speculation. We need to get to work on the Star Chaser. Can we repair her enough to continue our journey to the Zurira? Ben, get the tools out. We may have to pull an all-nighter. Hand me the spanner, Ben.
Here you go, Q.
No, not that one. That one. See if you can get it back on.
I'll try.
We may need to jury rig that.
Looks like it.
This, over here, is in a terrible state, Ben.
Let me take a look, Q.
Hey guys.
Not now, Jed.
Just popped up from my cabin.
Not now.
What are you doing?
Jed, shut up.
Jed, shut up.
Okay, that will have to do.
You guys call yourselves explorers. You've wrecked the ship, and these repairs look like they are made out of paper and glue.
I can't take any more of him. And Jed, I told you what I would do if you came onto my bridge again. I said I would maroon you. Ben, Oswaldo, get him in a spacesuit and get him outside right now.
You know you can't do this, Pew. The courts will hear about this. Pew. You wouldn't dare. You don't have the guts. Pew. Pew. You can't do this to me. Come back. Pew. Pew.
So, onto the Zurira. Good luck, commanders. And I'll see you out there.
Q, I hate to say this, but we can't leave him. It's morally wrong.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
And also, there is a legal position to consider,
Yes, I suppose so.
and the small matter of the 500 million credits it will cost us.
Indeed, not good. Arg, I can't believe it. We will have to go back. Even when he isn't here, he is annoying. Right then, back we go. Nearly there. Perhaps he has gone. We can hope. Get in.